What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today is Friday. That means Zer is back in the tower. I'm going to go check out the gear he's got. I'll give you guys some recommendations as well. I also want to talk a little bit about the podcast Showdown that happened last night. Let's get into Zer first. We got some pretty unexciting stuff. It's all year one gear. Some of it is pretty good. I will say with the Ruin Wings for PvE on the Titan are best in class, in my opinion. More ammo, more of the time, just great. More heavy ammo. Seeds of Ruin basically gives you heavy ammo drops more often, and they contain more ammo in each drop. In PvE, I find these things hard to beat. They're just fun to use. You constantly got heavy ammo. You've got more killing potential. For a Titan, these things are just a no-brainer. If you haven't picked these things up yet, definitely get them. You're going to love them. As far as the roll goes, it's not too bad. Increased intellect, increased discipline. That's just how I like it. Paramuscular armature, impact induction, hand cannon loader, rocket launcher loader. So if I'm picking this up today, I'm actually going to re-roll this with glass needles because I want to get a better primary, probably pulse rifle or scout rifle here, and I definitely want to get a heavy machine gun loader here because I just use heavy machine guns at this point more often in PvE. If you do prefer rocket launchers, go ahead and keep with it, but I'm going to re-roll mine if I was to buy it today. All right, next up for the Hunters, we've got the Mask of the Third Man. This is something that we saw a ton of in year one, but because of the nerfs to Blade Dancers, we're seeing it a lot less frequently. So Unstable Current is the exotic perk. Arc Blade attacks use less super energy. If you're going to be using a Blade Dancer, especially in PvP, you might want to go with this. Arc Blade is a decent super, not a great super at this point, but allowing it to last longer is definitely helpful. As far as the rolls go, increased intellect, increased discipline. Again, that's just how I like it. Inverse Shadow, increased super energy gained from killing minions of darkness. Heavy lifting, gain bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills of minions of darkness. And invigoration, gain bonus melee energy on orb pickups. I'm definitely going to re-roll this if I were going to pick it up this week. I'd be looking for more PvP-based perks because I really don't use a Blade Dancer too often in PvE at this point. Really not since Crota's End. All right, for the Warlock, we got a no-brainer. If you don't have Light Beyond Nemesis and you like to compete in PvP events, this is something you definitely want. Keeper of the Pack, revive fallen teammates and be revived faster. Supers generate an extra orb. Straight up, Trials of Osiris, you're going to want to run this if you're a Warlock. Being able to just run past a down teammate's orb and pick them up without stopping is very, very useful. You want Light Beyond Nemesis, and you're probably going to want to run it in Trials of Osiris. I'd be surprised if there's a lot of you who don't have this already and aren't running it, but if you don't, and you like running revive-based PvP content, definitely pick this up. Rolls on this, increased strength, increased intellect, ashes to assets, gain bonus super energy from grenade kills, heavy lifting again, innervation, bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. So, I kind of like this. I like how it's kind of this grenade-based thing. Unfortunately, there's no increased discipline here. On my Warlock, I actually like to kind of neglect intellect and go with a strength and discipline build. So I'd probably try and re-roll this to get discipline and strength here. But I do like how the grenade stuff all works together. So yeah, I'd re-roll this with glass needles. Next up, we've got Truth, another year one classic. The main perk on this is Prototype Truth Seeker. Rounds fired from this weapon seek their targets aggressively, and that is a damn fact right there. Again, if you run Trials of Osiris, if you run PvP a lot, this is a really popular pick, not only because these rockets just track down your enemies so aggressively, it also has grenades and horseshoes, and it also has an increased ammo supply. When you use this in Trials of Osiris, you get more rockets, and if you run like a legendary rocket launcher, you're going to get about 2 rockets. If you run Truth, you're going to get 4 without having to spec your armor for that. And that's pretty valuable in of itself. So if you like running rockets in Trials of Osiris, Truth may be your huckleberry. All right, next up, we've got a Legacy Engram. It's a heavy weapon Engram this week. So if you want a year one Galahorn, Truth, let's see, what else is in that list? We got Thunderlord, super good advice. Any of those guys, you can take your, basically try your chances use a couple strange coins, do that. 31 strange coins, it's not a couple. Of course, we can upgrade our sparrows, buy some heavy ammo, 3 of coins, and glass needles. I've actually got to buy some glass needles here because I got some exotic armor that I need to re-roll, and of course, motes of light. So I did want to talk a little bit about last night's podcast showdown. We, of course, fought Guardian Radio inside the podcast showdown. And I got to say, man, those guys are super classy dudes. It was an absolute pleasure. It was the first time I'd met a lot of them, even some of them that I had kind of met like over Twitter or like text-based conversations. It was cool to talk to them in person, and that it was a really classy event. They were really cool dudes. I'm actually a big fan of Guardian Radio. It's the first Destiny podcast that I started listening to. So even before I started with Planet Destiny and the Planet Destiny podcast, I was listening to Guardian Radio, so it was a little bit of a fanboy moment. I'm not going to lie, being able to kind of meet those guys that I'd been listening to for, 2 years now, I would say. They just recorded like their 150th episode. They were super classy guys. I got to say, Bife was wearing me out last night with his Stormcaller, with his supers. Man, his lightning fingers were absolutely deadly. And it was an absolutely blast of an event. I'm going to be uploading, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to upload if I'm going to do like a highlight reel for this, or if I'm going to be doing like, I'll just give you guys the full event. I do have the full event with all of the voice chat, and I feel like that's the most valuable, and you guys would probably like that the most. So let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see. Would you like to see like a game per game kind of highlight reel? Would you like to see it cut up just to see like the best moments? Or do you want to see just the one big hour-and-a-half upload, start to finish, all the voice chat, everything involved? You get to hear a little bit of an intro of Guardian Radio and Planet Destiny podcast talking with each other, as well at the end, kind of congratulating each other and talking about what just happened. I'm going to leave this one up to you. I'm going to watch the comments, see what you guys prefer. That, I think, is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.